Students, today we are going to start the new chapter, that is fundamental unit of life, cell. It is from biology. You all know cell is the basic unit of living organism. In 1665, Robert Hooke examined the thin slice of cork through self-designed microscope. The microscope was designed by himself because at that time the microscope was not discovered. He looked, he told that the cell looks like honeycomb consisting of many little compartments, means cell is a little room. छोटे छोटे रूम, छोटे छोटे कंपार्टमेंट की तरह सेल दिखाई देता है. जो भी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म हैं, प्लांट्स हैं, एनिमल्स हैं, all living things are composed of cell. So cell is the basic unit of life. It is known as functional unit and structural unit of life. Why? Structural क्यों कहते हैं? Because it gives shape, and functional because it performs all the functions. So it is known as structural and functional unit of life, or it is the smallest basic unit of life. कोई भी चीज़ जैसे बिल्डिंग बननी है तो बिल्डिंग में सबसे स्मॉलेस्ट यूनिट क्या होती है? ब्रिक्स. तो उसी तरह लाइफ की सबसे स्मॉलेस्ट यूनिट क्या है? सेल. Leeuwenhoek observed the cell of onion. He discovered the living cell by observing the improved microscope, means latest microscope. ओनियन पील की स्लाइड्स बनाते हैं और उसमें उसने सेल को ऑब्जर्व किया. स्लाइड कैसे बनाते हैं? एक ग्लास की स्लिप ली, इस तरह से रेक्टेंगुलर ग्लास की स्लिप लेते हैं और ओनियन की हम ट्रांसपेरेंट पील उतारते हैं. उसको इस ग्लास स्लिप के ऊपर रखते हैं और उसके ऊपर हम एक ड्रॉप सैफरन सॉल्यूशन की डालते हैं. फिर उस ग्लास स्लिप को दूसरी ग्लास स्लिप से कवर कर देते हैं और जब हम माइक्रोस्कोप में देखते हैं तो सेल इस तरह से नज़र आया. ये सारे क्या हैं? कंपार्टमेंट्स. इनको क्या नेम्स दिया गया? लिटिल रूम और कंपार्टमेंट. एंड दीज आर द न्यूक्लियस. ये क्या है? न्यूक्लियस. और ये क्या है? जो इनकी मेम्ब्रेन है, दिस इज़ कॉल्ड एज सेल मेम्ब्रेन और प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन. लेटर ऑन किसी भी प्लांट की पील ली गई और उसको ऑब्जर्व किया गया तो इस तरह से सेल नज़र आया माइक्रोस्कोप में. ये छोटे छोटे रूम्स हैं, ये क्या है? सेल हैं. और ये बाउंड्रीज़ क्या हैं? सेल मेम्ब्रेन. और सेंटर में क्या है? न्यूक्लियस. और इसके बीच में लिक्विड होता है, उस लिक्विड को क्या बोलते हैं हम? साइटोप्लाज्म. In this is cell membrane, this is nucleus, and this liquid is cytoplasm. In this case, this is nucleus, this is cytoplasm, and this boundary is known as cell membrane or plasma membrane. Question is, what is a cell made up of? सेल बनता किस चीज़ से है और सेल के फंक्शंस क्या हैं? एवरी सिंगल सेल डू ऑल द बेसिक फंक्शंस. बेसिक फंक्शंस ऑफ अ लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म क्या होते हैं? लाइक एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस, डाइजेशन, एब्जॉर्प्शन. तो ये सारे फंक्शंस कौन करता है? सेल. सो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज़ नोन एज फंक्शनल यूनिट. There are basically three main components of the cell. कौन कौन से हैं? Number one, cell membrane. This is animal cell or this is plant cell. This is cell membrane or plasma membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. component, that is cell membrane, or we call it as plasma membrane, or we call it as plasma lemma. Cell membrane, it is the boundary. It is the boundary of each cell which separates the cytoplasm from surrounding. हर सेल का साइटोप्लाज्म उसके अंदर रहता है, उसकी ऑर्गेनेलिस उसके अंदर रहती हैं, ये सबको संभाल के रखता है, दूसरे के साथ मिक्स नहीं होने देता. सो दिस इज सेल मेम्ब्रेन. दिस इज प्रेजेंट बोथ इन एनिमल सेल एंड प्लांट सेल. It is made up of proteins and lipids. It is selectively permeable in nature, means it allows some minerals in and out of the cell. So let us discuss what do we mean selectively permeable. Selectively means selected. कुछ सब्सटेंस को, परमिएबल मीन्स परमिशन देना, इन और आउट की. तो ये मेम्ब्रेन कुछ सिलेक्टेड सब्सटेंस को अंदर जाने देती है या बाहर आने देती है, इसलिए इसको क्या बोलते हैं हम, सिलेक्टिवली परमिएबल, बिकॉज इट अलाउज सम मिनरल्स इन एंड आउट ऑफ द सेल. इट इज़ फ्लेक्सिबल, फोल्ड भी हो जाती है, ब्रेक होती है, ब्रेक होने के बाद ये अपने आप बन भी जाती है. सो इट इज़ फ्लेक्सिबल, कैन बी फोल्डेड, ब्रोकन एंड रीयूनाइटेड. As if I have told you that plasma membrane is selective permeable membrane, means movement of selective substances takes place. So how this movement takes place? This is done by the process of diffusion and osmosis. Diffusion is what? It is the spontaneous movement of a substance from higher concentration region to the low concentration region, like exchange of gases. Oxygen and carbon dioxide can move through the cell membrane. And osmosis, that is the movement of water molecules through plasma membrane, is known as osmosis. Now how diffusion takes place or how gases move. Suppose we had the concentration of oxygen is outside the cell is more and inside the cell is less, then oxygen will move inside the cell. And if concentration of oxygen is more inside the cell and less outside, then oxygen will go out from the cell. This is diffusion. So when we do the respiration, the concentration of oxygen is more outside the cell, and the inside the cell the concentration of oxygen is less, and oxygen moves inside the cell. And outside, the concentration of carbon dioxide is less outside, and inside if it is more, then carbon dioxide will move from higher concentration to lower concentration, that is move from cell to outside. How the movement of water takes place or osmosis takes place. What happens when cell put in water solution of sugar or salt? Now on the basis of concentration, we have three type of solution: hypertonic solution, isotonic solution and hypotonic solution. If we put a cell in the solution, if the concentration of water outside the cell is less and inside the cell is more, that solution is known as hypertonic solution. So water will move from higher concentration to lower concentration, will means water will go out from the cell. Cell will lose the water and it will shrink. And in the next case, if the concentration inside the cell and outside the cell, water concentration means concentration of the solvent inside the cell and outside the cell equal, then no exchange will take place, means same amount of water will go and same amount of water will come. So that type of the solution are known as isotonic solution. And if inside the cell the concentration of water is less and outside the concentration of water is more, then the water will move from higher to lower concentration, means water will move inside the cell or cell gets swell up and it may burst also. So hypertonic solution, when concentration of solution outside the cell is less than the inside, due to this cell loses water and shrink. Isotonic solution means equal concentration outside and inside the cell, due to this cell gain equal amount of water which is loosed. And hypotonic solution, in this the concentration of solution outside the cell is more than inside of cell. Due to this the cell gain water, cell swell up and may be burst. Let us discuss one more example for example of raisins or egg. Egg is a cell. Raisins, they are cell. Take a beaker in which put water. This is a cell, and here as you can see the concentration inside the cell is more. You can see more dots inside and outside it is less. So this is what type of solution? Hypertonic solution. So water will move out from the cell, means here cell will shrink, raisins will shrink. In this case, the concentration inside the cell and outside is almost equal, so no loss of water will take place, means the amount of water lost will be equal to the amount of water gain. In this, as you can see, the concentration outside is more and inside the cell is less. So what type of solution it is? Hypotonic solution. So in this, the water will move inside the cell and cell will swell. सेल क्या हो जाएगा? फूल जाएगा. और कई बार ऐसा भी होता है, इतना ज़्यादा स्वेल हो जाता है कि वो ब्रस्ट हो जाता है. सो दिस इज़ hypotonic solution and this is the process of osmosis.